Is it just me, or is it really hard to focus when you're always hungry? You'll be at work trying to concentrate, but the only thing on your mind is what you're gonna have for lunch. Now, by definition, hunger is a feeling of discomfort or weakness caused by a lack of food, coupled with the desire to eat. So if that's you too, I got 3 tips that's gonna help you with reducing your hunger. Keep watching. Number 1, drink more water. Now, I just did a hydrate challenge post about how to drink more water, why you should. So I won't go into the why you shoulds, but how more so. When you first wake up in the morning, you want to have 8 to 16 ounces of water as soon as you get out the bed. Like, have it by your stand, ready to go, and just knock it back before you do anything, before you brush your teeth, before you go to the bathroom, whatever it may be. So that way it's out the way, it's already done. Then before every meal, you want to have 8 ounces of water at least. So if you do 3 meals per day with 2 snacks, that's 5 8-ounce glasses of water before each of those. So the purpose of having it before every meal is because the water is going to fill up space in your stomach. So that way when you actually have your food, you're less likely to overeat since it's already full from all the water you just had. So ideally you want to work up to at least 2 liters per day, but just to get started, you want to have 8 to 16 ounces first thing in the morning, then before every meal 8 ounces, so that way you're less likely to overeat your calories because you don't have the room to fit all that food in there. So here's tip number 2 for reducing your hunger. Eat slowly. Now why should you do that? So it takes about 15 to 20 minutes for our brains to send signals down to our stomach that we're starting to get full after we're already eating. So if you're doing like I used to and just cramming as much food as you possibly can down your mouth because it tastes good and you're hungry, then more than likely you're probably overeating, and you'll be more than likely to grab another plate and do the same thing over and over until you're over your calories. Now this is a really good strategy if your goal is to gain weight, but if you're trying to lose weight, if you're on a fat loss cut, then you probably want to do the opposite. So here's a few tips that's going to help you eat a little bit slower. So when you do have your meals, try to have them with friends or family if you're at the house, and talk during the process. Don't focus on your food so much, just eat a little bit, talk for a while, eat a little bit, drink a little bit more water, eat a little bit, and you'll start to notice that before the food is actually off your plate, you're getting full. So another good tip is to stop eating when you're 80% full. Don't force yourself to eat everything you can just to get the food off the plate. Put it up for a little bit later, and if you do get hungry, then come back. If not, good. Then you're not overeating. Tip number 3 for reducing your hunger. Eat more veggies. Now, why should you eat more veggies? Aside from the health benefits, the vitamins and minerals that we know about, vegetables are usually pretty low in calories. And they're also high in value, meaning you can have a lot more on fewer calories. This is going to help fill up your plate so that you can have more food, and that's going to help you stay full a lot longer because you're filling up your stomach with more food inside of there. Now this is also going to help you with the process of eating slower because the more food you have on your plate, the slower you eat, the longer it takes to eat it, which will help you get fuller a lot quicker, right? See how these all go together? So if you're not a big fan of raw vegetables, you can have them like I do, which is sauteed on a skillet, asparagus, broccoli, spinach, all those good things. Throw in some red onions, mushrooms, add some seasoning to it, a little bit of sauce, and you're good, all right? So I'm gonna give y'all a bonus tip. This one usually helps me out a lot because I'm a volume eater, and if you've been watching me for a while, you probably know what I'm about to say, but intermittent fasting. I didn't actually add that there, but I'm just throwing it in there. So this works by constricting your eating window. So when you eat 2,300 calories within a short period of time, let's say 5 hours, you're less likely to overeat, you get fuller, and you have much bigger meals. More food on the plate when I can just eat the whole thing and I'm good for quite a few hours. Now, if you're having 3 meals per day and let's say 2 to 3 snacks, breakfast at 7 a.m., lunch at 12, dinner at 5, and then a snack after that at 7 or whatever it is, more than likely your meals are going to be a lot smaller, like 300, 400 calories throughout the day, multiple times. So that works if you enjoy frequency, eating a lot, but not a lot at one time. I prefer to have the opposite, where I have much bigger meals, but fewer meals. So maybe 2 meals per day with a snack included. And that way I can have a big 900 calorie meal, then maybe a 200 calorie snack, and then another 900 calorie meal, which would be 2,100 calories while I'm cutting. So that big meal for lunch, it keeps me full throughout the day until I have dinner. Then I'll have a snack after that later on or whatever it may be. So that's just my preferred method. You can play around with it. Basically, intermittent fasting just restricts the amount of time that you're actually eating throughout the day. All right, so I hope these tips help. If you need more help with fat loss and building muscle, click the link in my bio and click on free strategy call. And we'll put together a plan to help you accomplish your body goals. All right, talk to y'all later.